Welcome to Miss Dragon's Menagerie. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted. The only requirement is that you are loving, kind, and respectful to one another. Bad behavior will not be tolerated.
Hello, everyone. Hello to the replay crew. My nose is still numb. My mouth is still numb. That was fun putting on makeup. Shit, I froze. I'm going to reload. I'm going to reload the page. I froze. I'm going to reload the page. I froze. Where'd you go, Chrome? Now I lost Chrome. Okay, where did I go? For some reason, I'm black. Let me see if I can reload the page. Reload. Okay, it looks like I'm back. I have no idea what happened. I only got the two kids, and one's playing Fortnite on the Switch, and the other one's playing YouTube on a phone with Wi-Fi. So good. Thank you, hon. Yeah, I'm still numb. This part of my face is numb to about here. Yeah, that's numb. This side's getting better, but my nose is still numb. So that was fun because my smile isn't, you can tell what's numb and what's not. So yeah, it sucks. I'm hungry. I had to go from the dent. I had a filling here and on the end and on the end of this one and down here. Can't feel those gums yet. And down here. That's why it's lopsided. So I had to go into the doctor's office today because the swelling's still there. The redness has gotten worse. It's getting bigger. The first thing I told them at the doctor's office was, I just got out of the dentist and I had fillings on each side of my mouth, so they wouldn't think I had a stroke. And I had to tell that at the pharmacy too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I know. I have so much anxiety going to the dentist. I don't like it at all. But I don't have to go back now till December, I think it is, for a cleaning. Yeah, putting on this lipstick. I didn't put on that stuff that lasts for 24 hours because I couldn't even feel my lips, so I wasn't sure where it was going. So I don't see them till the 19th of September. But I see a doctor lady tomorrow about the redness. They also put in a stat request at Ohana Mammography Center to get, well, I don't want a mammogram, but at least an ultrasound. I can't have those squished right now. So, but I got a cardiologist on the west side of the mountains. And he takes, what did he say? He likes to take a holistic approach. So we'll see how that goes. And I guess a month wait is really, really good because here locally, it's like a 6-month wait to get in. And I had a bad day yesterday. Oh God, yeah, it's tender and it's red. Um, I noticed last night my where they went through and put in the tag, the titanium tag. It's red right below that, just about like a quarter of an inch below that. Now it's starting to spread. So yeah, sleeping was a lot of fun last night. Yeah. Oh my God, my poor heart was just up and down, up and down. It hurt so bad. I was slowly going crazy. And then this hurt. And then I ran it into the door jamb coming out of the bathroom. See if I can find my Fitbit app and show you what yesterday looked like. It was not happy with me at all. Go sideways. Okay. In the low, come on. Where's my, there we go. And the lowest heart rate. Come on. Now that I'm flat, sideways. Come on. Because it's gonna, there we go. The lowest is 42. So last night, evening, was bad. So I take screenshots of stuff like this so I can show the doctor, and then I take pictures of my Fitbit. Yeah, that's my irregular heartbeat. So I mean, it's still a heartbeat, but since only half of it beats, it only picks up like a full heartbeat. So, and I can tell when they're coming because it starts to hurt, and then I can just slowly watch the numbers drop on my Fitbit. So, yeah, I was getting pretty frustrated. And of course, right before bed, everything evens out. It's like, what on earth? So you go to bed wide awake. And so I'm trying to find that magic amount. I do get scared at that point, yeah. And yes, I still have a heartbeat, but I'm worried it's wearing my heart out faster. So, yeah, so it's having to work harder than it should, so I think it's gonna wear out faster. Uh, and everything at ER, no clogged arteries, blood work was good, so there was none of those heart attack enzymes in there. Um, EKG just showed the irregular heartbeat, and so overall it's in good health, except I'm just worried. Yeah, I'm just worried that it's just gonna wear out faster. And trying to get to that uh magic amount because I've got time release metropolo 25 milligrams in the morning, about 5 in the morning at 5 at night. And I try to take a half of a regular metropolo in the middle of the day. But I knew that there was problems going on with the sun when it started because it just started out of the blue. So I kept looking, refreshing, looking for wages. And, sure enough, Mark came on. So, yeah, it sucks. I got to look into what beta blockers are because I don't know if that's what my metropolol is or not. It slows down my heart rate, but for some reason it gets it back into a regular sinus rhythm. God, this poor thing. Eh, I can't feel this when I talk and I move. Uh, and my doctor's worried if I take too much, it'll drop too low. It's never dropped below 70, even if I've taken 3 in a day. So, hopefully they don't put me in a bunch of junk when I go over the hill, across the mountains. I don't want any more pills. And the doctor already knows I won't take any statins. I won't take any statins. I was watching Jimmy Dore, and I need to look at that report of another doctor who said that uh, one, statins don't do any good, and goes along with my not quite as far as my thought of combination of more cholesterol, people on cholesterol meds, basically starving their brain. Um, this guy says that this one report says we actually need the more cholesterol because it does help clean out our arteries. So, okay. Yeah, it's probably within the same family. Yeah. Mine slows it down. 3 years ago, when you're getting old, is when you're comparing your meds. Me and Bradley were comparing our meds, and we were both on the same heart medication. Except I took 25 milligrams. He was taking. Oh, hold on. Pause, guys. I gotta answer my doctor. Hello? Yes. Okay. No, no. All right. Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank you. You too. All right. Bye bye. Okay, that's hung up. Yeah. Follow up questions from. I'm drooling. Um, to ask before all this gets sent off if I have falsies. Nope, these puppies are all mine. Backache and all. So, yeah, they had to get one last question in before they can send up the referral. God, this can drive me bananas. Hopefully, this wears off so I can eat dinner. I think the right hand side I can eat something. But yeah, Bradley was on 100 milligrams of metropolo, however they pronounce it. And his pulse was about 40. I'm like, how are you standing? But he took a lot of naps. So I know if I take my time release and throw in even one whole 25 milligram regular one, it's not gonna affect me. You know, it won't even drop my blood pressure. Well, my blood pressure, I'm the walking dead anyway. At at the dentist office where I have a whole bunch of anxiety to begin with because I do not like to go. My blood pressure was 105 over like 68. So it's normally really low. And one more early morning wake up. Oh, thank goodness it'll be done till whenever they have intercession in like middle of October. But I can sleep in till 9:30 on Thursday. And then yeah. And I didn't put much of a notice out for this because I wasn't sure exactly when I was going to be home. So, yeah, they probably don't, no one other than you and I, we'll probably be the only ones here. Oh, but I gotta go put my meds together. And, they're behaving. I'm not sure why, but no, they were telling me the 5-year-old, his birthday list uh is he wants to go to Get Air, which is a trampoline park, a laptop, and earbuds. And I'm like, he can't read. What's a laptop gonna do? And their mom's just like, well, I think we're just gonna wrap up my old Chromebook. My mouse still isn't working right, and it makes my nose itch. Feels like it's vibrating. The old Chromebook, and give it to him because and tell him you got to be able to read first. So you're gonna get stuff like ABC Mouse, you know, on it. That's what I did for the 8-year-old when she was younger. She did ABC Mouse, and that's why she's testing into 5th grade and 2nd grade. She just kind of kept going and going. So I don't have Kira enough to justify getting it unless she gets ahead of ahead of the rest of the class. Hey Mary, how you doing? Hopefully everyone's doing good. Spend a little bonding time. I'm over here with not all of my mouth working yet. And this is kind of back in shape. This is not. My nose is still numb. Oh man. I need to try that little kit thing I got. Because there's a YouTube video for it too, and I guess just enjoy her with every moment you can, hon. Just enjoy her. I guess you start out for one piece of yarn from the top, and then one out of the middle. That's going to be different. I've never done that before. But I need to get meds first. That cleaned off so I can use the Cricut so I can make a tie for that kimono robe because I'm lazy. I just put it on the big old piece of Cricut stuff and feed it through there, and it just cuts it for me perfectly. And then I just pin it together, sew it, flip it right side out, iron it so the seam's in the middle on the back side against you. And since it doesn't have any loops, instead of making loops, I think I might just attach it to the back of the robe in the very back. So they're always on. They don't fall off. That's what I'm thinking. So, but yeah, tomorrow. Sweet. I saw that in the mod chat. That is awesome. I don't even think I'm up to 1,500 hours yet. But, oh, well, this side's still numb. I can't even feel this. I can't. I'm starting to feel my lips, but I still can't feel my gums. So when I first walked out of there and looked in the mirror, I looked like a stroke patient with only each side of my mouth working. As you can see, still not even yet. But plus side, I have a doctor's appointment at 4 o'clock tomorrow, so they can look at the swelling and the redness. The redness that's getting worse. And then they getting that thing in. The gal just called for her last question on the referral to go and get hopefully an ultrasound. So, oh man, you did a lot today, lady. And my meds take me an hour by the time I get 5 a.m. meds, about 12 o'clock meds. 5 p.m. meds, about 10 or 11 meds all put together. So I've got to look for a new dehydrator. Mine is ancient. So ancient, the top is starting to crack. So I want to get, what do you call it? I got $1,000 saved up, but eventually I want to get a freeze dryer. So, oh, that sounds like fun. I have never ever had a pedicure in my life. I am so ticklish. There's a high chance that person would. Oh, nice. There's a high chance that poor person would get kicked in the head because I just the thought of having my feet. No way. Mm-mm. I can barely. I mean, I have a hard time painting my own toenails because it tickles. I mean, they were cleaning my teeth when I discovered I knew this one had a. I still can't feel it. Had a filling, but it even the little thing that polishes your teeth. My gums are ticklish. So yeah, so I start laughing and they think it's funny because I'm so ticklish. Mm. Ooh, hold on. I have to go get this nail polish I got yesterday and show it to you guys. I can't wait to see. I got to figure out if I put it on white, if I put it on red, if I put it on black. Hey, Flapjack, how are you? So hold on just a second, because if I put it on red, I think it's going to look like a candy apple red. Hold on. Oh my God. Oh, God. Yeah, orange, sun up, thing, 4 doors. Okay. Ouch, it hurts to move my right arm very much. Ah, see if I can get this so where it shows up without dribbling on my MacBook. Here, paper towel on it. So I'm thinking if I put it over red, it's gonna look like candy apple. And the shirt I want to wear to my class reunion, oh my God, you fell asleep in a root canal. Oh, I couldn't do that. It's black with moon and stars, and I got a strapless to go with it. I think this would be cool. This would be really cool for my nails and my toes. Yeah, it's really, really cool looking. I love it. So, but $9. It comes in such a tiny bottle. So it's definitely not the cheap Sally Hansen shit. But I think it'll work out pretty good. I want to see what other colors they have. If that comes out good, I want to see what other colors they have. So, oh man, I've never liked going. They gave me a root canal on this one. What the dark one? Because I felt my boys were dinking around in the kitchen with a knife, a little paring knife. Feels like there's something there, but it's just the fact that my nose is numb still and it vibrates. So the oldest sliced the littlest, youngest finger. I saw it, saw the white down in there. Went to go lay down in the bed because I was about ready to faint. Didn't make it. Got to the end of the hallway, fainted, knocked myself out on a bookcase, and came to in my son's, at least half of me in my son's room. Glasses were all bent. So I get to the, after a while, this teeth starts hurting, a couple years later. And the dentist is looking at me very concerned, like, well, usually, with a tooth dying, that usually involves you getting hit. So he was worried that, that hubby hit me. And I'm like, no, I haven't been hit in the face. And I was like, oh wait, no, yeah. I fainted at the sight of blood and then passed out and hit my head on the bookcase. And uh no kidding. It does. It feels really weird. Um so yeah, he did a root canal, scheduled me for a root canal, and evidently I have had a calcium deposit right before I get to the root. So the extra time it took him to drill out the calcium deposit, the Novocaine wore off. And so he's packing in these little rods. He's packing in these little rods, and oh my, so to keep my teeth standing up. Hey, Brazzy. Ooh, yeah, I'm not good on that either, so don't feel bad. They just become scrambled eggs. He's looking down, and I got tears running down my eyes because it hurt so bad. And he's like, do you want me to renumb it? I'm like, no, finish it. Just get it done. So I'm not a fan of root canals. This one was a root canal before it came a cap. And they would go in every year or so and drill it out and bleach it, and because it would, stain them from the inside out. And had a sugar daddy, or what are the, yeah, they're called sugar daddies. Those basically the really super hard caramel on a stick. I eat one day and I'm sitting there and I take a bite off and I'm like, why is this crunchy? I pull it out and oh, I'm sorry. The yeah, I pulled out my own filling. So I sat there for a week going, I couldn't feel it. And I'm sitting there sucking on the hole in the underside of my mouth. But yeah, I am not a fan at all. These and ended up uh oh, 84 more steps to work in this hour. I ain't gonna meet him. I ate lemons as a kid, so it ate off a lot of my enamel on the front. I'd take a wedge of lettuce, a wedge of lemon, some salt, and then just eat it. No tequila, just the lemon and the salt. So, oh, good Lord. Oh my God. Luckily, that has never ever happened to me. My God, my sister-in-law did that once. Oh, I always got nauseous after surgery. It's just, I didn't like it. Just enjoying the. Oh, I gotta remember that because I got a redhead out there. She's got red hair and blue eyes. She's just shy of orange hair. Not that auburn. Mine was more like a chestnut brown with red in it. But she's got the orange hair and the blue eyes instead of green. So I call her my little mermaid. Oh God, if I could sleep, I'd sleep all day if you let me. My poor room is just it is pitch dark. It's about as dark as the inside of a cow. To the point that I have these little, I don't know if you can see them. Nope, they're covered. That room darkening stuff also an insulator for heat and cold. I have that taped to the wall so no light comes out of the sides either. Uh, that's interesting. No ulcers? Anything off in blood work? Oh. And is it consistent or does it come in a pattern? Oh. Part of the time I wish I was. No, I can understand why they don't know why. Stress? Oh, don't let that get too low. Too high of a potassium and too low of a potassium will could have the risk of a heart attack. As I was told, when my potassium dropped so low that, uh, dang, I wish I could give you some of my weight. Um, uh, I lost my motor functions, and then the last to go was my ability to speak, and uh, yeah, 3 nights in cardiac care unit. The the two extra boys I helped with through high school because mom was in better job in Alaska, and then dad took off. They were divorced anyway. Dad took off with somebody he met down south. So we got two boys going through high school, living alone, and the grandparents making the house payment. And so I'm not exactly sure how Ben ended up in ER with me. He's the youngest of the two extra boys, but he's sitting there laughing because I sounded like Stevie, the kid in Malcolm in the Middle who had problems breathing and stuff and talking. Oh, you're allergic to bananas. Um, so he was just being a little shit, you know. So it took everything. Oh, because he was making fun of me because it took everything I had to say to tell thank you to the nurse who brought me an extra pillow in ER. Oh yeah, there's an allergy there. Um, so again, I had to muster everything I had to tell him "F you." 'Cause he's just being a little shit in the ER room. And I couldn't talk. I could hardly say anything back. I could write just fine. So they knew I didn't have a stroke. But I'm like going, and I'm writing on a piece of paper after they took my blood work, and I'm going, yeah, I'm glad I like raw mushrooms. I am not a fan of cooked. No, but I could write on a piece of paper, and I finally put it. I got him to get me a pen and paper, and I put it together. And went, my potassium's low because they shoved me on 80 milligrams of Lasix, but they didn't put on me on any potassium. And so I was doing the Weight Watchers thing, and I cut out my potato chips, which now, the last couple of years, I've severely cut those back. Well, I'm on potassium pills, but that's what did it. I wasn't getting the potassium I was getting with the pills, with the water, with the water pills. So yeah, it was an ugly cycle. But I had to sit there with a heart monitor and can only walk so far. They come and get you because you're out of range. So yeah, potatoes are a big one. Uh, Pomegranate juice, I think it is, and I never pronounce it right. Aki, berries, those AC with a thing on top, you know. Oh. Oh, so you have to do a lot of it naturally. Every time hubby has a heart issue, it usually comes back that his potassium's low. So I share my potassium with him. He's eventually going to have to go see a cardiologist, whether he likes it or not. Yes. Yeah. Um, the potassium, my God, I watched she's our lunch lady when I was growing up. My friend's parents' neighbor. We were cleaning up the house after Patty passed. And so Ruth was over and she had to take her potassium and she mixes it with water. And I'm like, oh, Ruth, how can you do that? It tastes this funky, weird, salty. Makes Pedialyte taste good. There's that. You can do Pedialyte. Um, I'm hoping I'll have a wonderful cardiologist here on the 19th of September. So I'm hoping for that. And I'm hoping my goal is to be live tomorrow, and then I'll have to get off here and then get ready to go to the doctor's appointment at 4. But in the morning I want to take the kids, and since they've got orientation and whatnot later, uh, we'll just go in the morning instead of staying the day, and just drive up 12 to see what damage has been done with this. What do they call it? Resort fire or Rimrock / resort fire. Um, I want to see how bad the road is and what's happened, and because I guess at one point a burning falling tree went across the road. So I'll get a few pictures of that. And then holy crud monkeys, there was a fire last night nowhere near me. On the other side, I'm like 15 miles west of Yakima. This was like 5 miles east of Yakima. And it went up quick. Um I'm pretty sure Flapjack got the notification for it on the phone. So, hey Sandy, how are you? That's okay. You made it exactly at the time you were meant to be here. That's what Reverend Ed says. Um, yeah, Flapjack's still here. Okay, Flapjack, I gotta ask you. Um, are you a dude or a chick? I mean, as a pancake, it could go either way. So, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Uh, I wasn't exactly sure, and I didn't want to, because I know when Matthew O'Neill pops in now. I actually know Matthew from he's local to my area. Um, but yeah, we have a whole bunch of crud. I like Mountain Dew though. It's not good, but I like Mountain Dew. I'm working on getting rid of the seed oils. I cook with coconut oil now. I've always cooked with real butter. I can't stand margarine. That's one molecule away from plastic. That was a creepy laugh. Um, read all your ingredients. I mean, we tried making pop at home. Not so good. Though part of me wants a soda stream, and the other part says, yeah, that's what gave you your ulcer. Because when I worked at the store, uh, I wasn't going to have pop all day long. It was too much. So I'd have carbonated water. And yeah, talk about the girls when they grab thinking it's their cup of 7 Up and they take a big swig of my drink. Yeah. But I was drinking, Jesus, you know, a good 2 liters of carbonated water a day. So, is that the book on vitamin D? Hold on. See if it's the same book I have. I don't think it's the same book. But this is what I just got. So, I heard about it on Dr. Berg's channel. It still feels weird. Um, and the vitamin D, yeah. Um, yeah, I use olive oil too, but it's mostly coconut oil, unless what do you call it? I use olive oil in my hash browns. So, but yeah, and most of your food that you get at the store has almost no vitamins anyway. You get more nutrition out of one small tomato out of your garden if you work it right. You get all the blood meal, bone meal, all the organic stuff in there. Ah, yes. Kid that works at the warehouse. By the sounds of his car, he's watched way too much Fast and Furious. Yeah, exactly. Our own grown food is better. Oh yeah. But what we did learn, if you go down to Section A Road on the reservation, Imperial Markets has a lot of it's not grown local. It's basically just like a big produce stand at your grocery store. So yeah, I have to go down, not to Imperial, but I gotta go down. A lot of people didn't get tomatoes this year, at least locally here. Um, I got a lot of them last year. I didn't get squat this year because I didn't do anything with it. I didn't have time. I have a I have to go and there. It's gotten so my beds have gotten so out of control. I can't even run the rototiller through them. Their weeds are huge, and in there is, and I'm gonna try to see if I can save it and winter it over. I don't know. Uh, an heirloom tomato plant that was voluntary that grew up from the tomatoes that fell off last year that I never picked up. So no, I haven't looked for walnuts. I don't. I didn't even look if Yakima still has its farmers market. We used to just growing up as a kid go down to the reservation along 97 and pick up corn and stuff. Yep. Yeah. Well, all the pesticides we used in our orchards and just the farm stuff we have up here, we got arsenic is one of the things that's in our soil. Um, and I guess that occurs naturally up here. And it probably doesn't help with all the, apples that get thinned and dropped, and apple seeds have arsenic in it. And yeah. Ew. Ew. Or how does that thing go? Ew, brother. Ew. Yeah. That's weird. I've never had that. Never, never, never. But mm, well, uh, gray water, Sandy. Like your say you wash your hands in the sink, just some regular soap. Hold on to that water and put it on your plants because soap will work as a sticker. It's not going to hurt your plants. Yeah, I would use gray water. Yeah. Yeah, who was it? Costco had like rubber watermelon. There was a video of people showing it. I prefer, well, since I'm up here, they're called Hermiston watermelons, and they come out of the Hermiston, Oregon area, which has a nice long growing season. Up here, I can't even grow cantaloupe. It's not long enough. But yeah, yeah, you're on the North Shore, if I remember correctly. Um, what this stop? At least this is getting better. I can start to feel that again. Um, but yeah, I would go through and get tomatoes from the lower valley, and Dad used to can those. I got to figure out how to do that because Dad's not here anymore. So, and sometimes I think I need to get out of Washington, but I'm like, no, because I got everything here: desert, high desert, rainforest, dry forest, volcanoes. We even have tornadoes once in a while. You know, um, yeah, Washington's like the most, to coin the term that they've been using lately, the most diverse state. So, and I don't get a whole lot of sky here, but it's because I'm surrounded by hills. Because I'd love to sun gaze, but I can't. By the time it comes up over the warehouse, it's just like, all right, grab out your sunglasses. That's too strong. But yeah, we had a. I'm not sure how the fire started yesterday out by Terrace Heights. That direct, that direction from me. Um, but man, I was at the Panaderia. Washington's really pretty. And all of a sudden, my alert went off on my phone because this fire, people needed to evacuate ASAP. And, and then about 2-3 hours later, they got to come home. So they must have got it out right away. But the poor people in that bakery just, hey Janet, how are you? I can halfway smile again. Um, yeah, they probably think, okay, we panicked, got all our stuff, got out, and then we got to go right back in. I mean, it's nice to come back in, but they were probably thinking you start getting mentally prepared for the long haul, you know. Oh, that's what's happened with some of ours along our freeway. It's been, yeah. I'm gonna have to close this. I don't want to get a ding for him listening to Eminem on Fortnite because he's got I bought him the V-Bucks to get the Eminem character. So, yeah. Oh, Sandy, that sucks. I know someone whose well went dry. She lives in an older house, and somehow her water she was using was mixed in, however it was piped in, and she grew up this way. Was irrigation water. I mean, I don't know why LA just doesn't get put in a desalinization plant. Okay, yeah. I haven't heard much. I've been at the dentist and then the doctors and then now back here. So I haven't heard much. But like I said, Flapjack, tomorrow morning I'm gonna get pictures and I'll put them back up here and I'll show everybody. I'm gonna go up 12 just to see what happened. So we can't really do anything because I don't know exactly when mom's gonna get here to pick them up. If they're gonna one stays here, one goes. I don't know. Plus I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Um, but I'm curious now that we can get back up 12. So now that we can get back up 12, I don't know if I'm gonna get to, but oh yeah. Ouch, that sucks when you have to do that. I want to get up to Timberwolf to because I haven't been up there for like 2 years. Then there's been fire that's went through there, and I'm curious too. But um, as our magnetosphere gets thinner, we're gonna have more and more problems. Um, so I just want to get pictures. I want to find out what's going on, and if I can get to uh, Timberwolf, it sits at about the 7,000 foot level. Beautiful view of Rainier. Oh, I bet. Oh, I bet. And most of that's just grassland and sagebrush. Um, me and daughter went up a couple years ago, and I had never seen a flock of ravens that big. That basically a murder of ravens that big. Somewhere in here, I have on YouTube. I have it, and we wanted to, because when we first came down the road, we could tell you where they came from. They all took off. Part of us said, I want to know what they're eating. And the other part of us said, I don't know what else is in there eating too besides the birds. And so when we drove back again, they took off again. It was huge. So I want to get back up there because it's neat. We saw a flock of turkeys. Um, we had to go back to the house, get a chainsaw, go back up, cut the stuff off, drag it off the road. Some of it went right into the Jeep so I could burn it in the fire pit because it was nice and light. And yeah, they got up there. We got it. Didn't get there when I wanted to, but it was close enough. Yeah, and they can learn to talk like parrots. They can learn to talk. So yeah, you get someone who trains a raven how to talk. And can you imagine being out in the woods hiking and you hear nevermore over your shoulder up in a tree. So yeah. Oh no. That sucks. Newsom's like, we're finally gonna tackle the homeless situation. No, you're not. Yeah. We have ravens and crows up here. We're getting more crows than we are ravens. And I talk to both of them when I go outside. So I'd love to befriend some of them, but I don't think I can with the cats. So that'd be cool to have them bring me little trinkets they find. I would love a raven as a pet. Say someone had a rescue, needed, someone to take it as a rescue. Except, the cats would have a heyday though. It would probably attack the cats more than the cats would attack it. So Oh, cool. We had a block or so away and a tree, red-tailed hawk nest, and you could hear the little ones. One year you could hear several little ones, and then after a while there was just a couple little ones, and then got down to one little one. Oh my God. I'm just so glad this age just only lasts a certain amount of time. I always joke, tell him, I said, you're over here in Spastic Spotlight, getting all wound up playing Fortnite. So, but he's having fun. His sister's just ignoring him. I laughed the other day because I called my granddaughter. I call her Spudnik. I said, come on, Spudnik, let's go. Oh, I bet. Oh, good Lord. I bet. But I laughed and said one of these days she's going to ask a question of, Nana, why do you call me a Russian spacecraft? You know. All right. Yeah, it's getting close too. I'm going to go eat now that I can feel like I can eat. But yeah, my goal is to be back here tomorrow. So guys, I love you all. You get some sleep, lady. You did a lot today. I'm going to go find me some food. My stomach's growling. I didn't have breakfast. All right, guys. All my love, Miss Dragon. Like I said, my goal's here to be tomorrow. But yeah, I should have it done up early enough. If not, I'll have it in the community tab. I'm not going to. So, nope, not banners. I don't know what those are yet. I haven't figured that out. But away we go.
Thank you for being part of Miss Dragon's menagerie. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.